So, like we pointed out numerous times, that the most difficult part about being a Vikings fan is that they get your hopes up. Like, it's not like being a Browns or a Jets or a Lions fan where it's just like constantly, right? Where it's the Vikings are like clear, showing some life, and then all of a sudden, oh, you're out to a 13-point lead at halftime against the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday Night Football. No one believed in you, shocking the world on the road against MVP adjacent Russell Wilson. Cool. And then you have the Rock, 4th and inches at the 6. You have a 94% chance of winning, and then somehow you blow the 4th down, after you blew the 3rd down, by the way. And then you let Russell Wilson, with one timeout, march the length of the field. And also, they don't even use the timeout. They don't really need the timeout until like the final play. And also, you had them dead to rights on a 4th and 10, as well as you have on a 4th and goal, but still, just can't do it. Can't do it. Can't close it out. Yeah. So here are the winners and losers from the game. Just great. Like, this is on par with the frustration level after the Titans game, where this team is certainly not as bad as the 1-4 record suggests, even though, yes, you are what your record says you are. This team could easily be 3-2, and frankly should be 3-2. But just absolute incompetence in terms of game management from Mike Zimmer, yet again. The defensive coordinator with the challenge flag. All right, so positives first. Winner number 1, Adam Jerome Ezekiel Thielen. Probably Detroit Lakes. He basically put the passing game on his back. Had a quiet first half, but then really turned it on second half. 9 catches, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns on 13 targets. He and Jefferson were getting a ton of the attention, but some big-time huevos catches, and he was just... he was amazing. Another vintage Adam Thielen performance. Now, if he would have just gotten that first down on 3rd down near the goal line, but again, the whole thing of Mattison is just absolutely destroying the Seattle's front 7, and then all of a sudden you just call a reverse. Okay. Just again, fancy for fancy's sake, but whatever. Winner number 2. So Kirk Cousins. Now, Cousins is going to get a bunch of blame for this because people will just focus in and be like, oh, the lazy-ass interception by KJ Wright, the one-handed grab. I get it, but, I mean, Kirk Cousins in the second half, he could have easily folded his tent, and we would have been like, oh, the same old sorry-ass Kirk Cousins. Oh, you don't have Dalvin anymore. Oh, you can't operate from shotgun. Oh, you can't have play action. You have to sit in shotgun. But no, he showed up in a big-time way. 2 straight touchdown drives, second half, 26-38 for 239, 2 touchdowns to have that 1 interception. But Kirk did make some big-time throws in this game. A lot of them to Thielen, some of them to Irv Smith Jr. So this loss overall is not on Kirk. Just isn't. Winner number 3, so Eric Wilson. Had a sack, set the tone, got after Wilson on Wilson crime, and then did have what should have been the game-sealing interception as Russell served up a meatball, which he's done in 3 straight games against the Vikings. Wilson also put up 6 tackles and 2 tackles for loss, and made another case why he should be the Vikings linebacker who's back next year and not Anthony Barr. Winner number 4. So the Vikings defensive line in the first half. All right, so the pass rush has been absolutely pathetic without Daniil, but they finally got some heat going on Russ, and they had 4 sacks in the first half. Fadi got home. Respect. He had been getting pressures. He led the Vikings in pressures the last 2 games. Finally hit some pay dirt. Now, to a degree, it was a covered sack. Vikings secondary played great in the first half, but Fadi got home. Yannick got one on Dwayne Brown. I'm just waiting for one more Yannick the Freak strip sack on that final drive just to seal it, but then also James friggin' Lynch. So James Lynch, pushing 340-pound guard Damian Lewis back into Russell Wilson, getting the sack. He needs to be on the field more so the Vikings can just have some semblance of an interior pass rush, because Jaleel Johnson ain't doing it, because Armon Watts ain't doing it, because Shamar Stephen certainly ain't doing it. And, of course, winner number 5, Alexander Mattison, filling in after Dalvin went out with the groin. 20 carries for $112 and also 3 catches for 24 yards. And, Alexander Mattison is not Dalvin Cook, but Mattison can bring the thunder, man. He's got great speed for a back his size, has huge strength, and can layer the lumber. And also, if Dalvin does have to miss time, I don't think that they'll miss a beat with Mattison and a little bit of the marvelous Mike Boone in there as well. Honorable mention winners. Got to put Dalvin in there. So dominated the first half, 22 touches for 89 yards and a touchdown. Left with a groin. I mean, they're running screens. I mean, we missed the screen so much. Then he went out with a groin, third straight game with a limp off, which is always a concern with Dalvin. Came back in, actually was in for a play. He didn't get and then was taken out. So, yeah. Our Irv Smith Jr., finally part of the offense, mini breakout game. Career high 64 yards receiving on 4 catches. Good to see that. Eric Kendricks led the team in tackles again with 8, as well as had a nice big run stuff on third down. Chris Carson. Justin Jefferson was also there. Really quiet, but 3 catches, 23 yards on 5 targets. Dan Bailey made 2 field goals, including a 52-yarder after missing a field goal in each of the 2 previous games. Losers. So Zimmer's clock management. Zimmer's game management again. Now, we applaud Zimmer for going for it early in the game on the 2 4 downs, but the decision to chase points, ill-advised, as well as the going for it on 4th down when he could have made an 8-point game, just didn't work out. It's really unfortunate. Also, Drew Samia. So the numerous pressures, also the penalties, the holding, the illegal man downfield, which is just inexcusable. It really is a disservice to the rest of the offense to just continue to trot him out there because under the guise of, well, you can't do any worse. Well, that's not a big positive for Drew Samia. So Brett Jones, who is a competent veteran, Ezra Cleveland, who deserves his shot, Kyle Hinton, I don't care at this point, Cameron Tiny Dancer. So Dancer did not have a good day. So Dancer playing 8 yards off of DK when he got beat on the slant for the touchdown, as well as giving up the 4th and 10, as well as just basically getting targeted and abused by Russ on that final drive. Just not great. Halftime adjustments. So Zimmer, Kubiak had their best first half. Scripted plays by Kubiak were dynamite, and then just completely got weird. Just got weird. The double standard by the refs. So Trey Flowers lowered his helmet and initiated contact with Irv Smith's helmet, and it was 10 times more egregious than the Harrison Smith hit on Akins, last week. So I don't understand. I just don't. Then also, man, what else? Too depressing. It's too depressing. Like, this team showed that it is much better than the 1-4 record. It did show that this team is dangerous, but just constant misadventures and bad decisions by Zimmer cost this team the game, just like the Titans game. And just unfortunate. Beat the Falcons. Go into the bye week at 2-4. Regroup, and then the schedule starts opening up. You're at Green Bay week 8. You can save the season, turn around then, and just get after it. So that's it. What are your thoughts? Winners and losers from Vikings 26, Seahawks slightly more than that. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.